Hi, I'm Kayla Siefkes. I'm with Guthrie County Farm Bureau, and we're down in Clarke County today. I'm here with John Siefkes and Colton Siefkes, and they're going to tell us a little bit about their farm. John, can you tell us what all you have on the farm?
Colton and I, we have about 1,600 acres that we farm over. We have 140 head of cows, a cow-calf beef operation. We do about 500 acres of row crop and a few chickens.
And can you tell us what breed of cattle you have on here?
Mostly Black Angus. We have some mixtures from years past, from saving my heifers back, and they got mixed in with some Charolais, some Simmental, some Red Angus. So it's a mixture, but mostly Black Angus.
Okay. Okay, so today we're going to go around and we're going to do chores. We're going to go and, can you tell us what all we're going to do today?
Well, Colton usually does the chores in the morning, and we go and feed my calves. I have some late fall calves that I have not sold yet, and I just have 9 of those, so we'll feed those. And then we have some bulls that we have to feed some grain, keep them in good shape before we turn them out. We'll turn them out with the cows probably in about another week.
Okay.
And then I still have some cows still having calves, so
okay.
We have to go check them, and if there's a new calf, we'll tag it and get it written down, and then we go to doing our farm work.
Okay, sounds good. So we're going to go ahead and get started, get into the chores.
All right, so we had 2 bunches of calves, one at the barn, and we had a few calves here. And the calves that were here before, I gave a half a bucket to, and the other ones I gave a bucket and a half to. So now that we have them combined, I'm just giving them 2 buckets of feed. So.
Can you tell us what all is in the feed?
We have oats in the feed with like a protein that we buy, and we have some ground up corn.
Okay.
These are our cats. We have 5 cats and a few strays that come by every now and again. These cats help keep mice and rats away from our farm. And
what do you feed them every day?
We feed them 1 container full out of our feed shed in here. We feed them a scoop full of this every morning, and that keeps them filled up. All right, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take care of the chickens. We're gonna feed and water them and gather any eggs they have. We have 10 chickens in here, and they lay about 6 to 8 eggs a day.
What do you feed them?
We feed them the same thing that we feed our calves, some corn, oat, and protein mixture. And I also give them some oyster shell to help make their shells stronger. And I also give them some protein that helps them lay eggs better.
Okay, and are these ever free-range chickens? Do you ever let them out?
Occasionally. Right now we just seeded down the grass around them, and so we don't want them to tear it up, but we also have some foxes around, and if we let them out, then the foxes might eat them, so
okay.
we keep them inside for now.
This time of year, we need to spray our beans, and we have to spray our corn for the weeds. If you do not spray, the weeds will take over and smother out the beans and corn, and we would have a very poor crop. So right now I'm filling up my sprayer with Roundup. I have to put the water in, then I mix the Roundup in, and then I will go out and I will spray over top of the beans. I will follow the rows, and you see the weeds that are coming. The Roundup should kill all the weeds that's there. If it does not, I have beans that I can also spray Liberty on, and Liberty will kill the weeds that the Roundup did not get. And then the corn, I spray atrazine on it, and that kills most of the weeds. I can put Roundup in with that to help kill weeds on that also. Also, this is a busy time of year. We have to spray. We also have to start mowing, raking, and baling hay. We started just 2 days ago. We started our first hay. We just done a few acres just to make sure everything was working right. And hopefully today, Colton will start mowing, and we'll keep the mower going. We have close to 300 acres to mow over, and we'll mow that 1, 2, or 3 times a year, depending on what crop is in it. If it's more alfalfa clover, we'll get 3 cuttings off of it. If it's just a grass hay, we'll get 1 to 2 cuttings off of it. And that's what we'll feed the cows in the wintertime.
So these are our bulls. We have 6 bulls, as you can see right there. They're separated from the cows right now because the cows aren't in heat and they're currently having calves. I'm going to feed the bulls to help keep their strength up and to keep them big and strong. And they also have some grass to eat in the pasture out here. We'll turn them out to the pasture in late summer, early fall, so that they can breed the cows so that they'll be ready to have calves starting in about March 1st. So I'm just going to feed them 2 buckets of feed here. It's the shelled corn and the oats and protein mixture. So we're out here checking cows, and we don't do much to them usually, but about once a week we'll salt and mineral them. We just make sure that the cows are all healthy, and we make sure that their calves are healthy as well.
What's the benefits of giving them salt blocks and mineral?
If you don't give them salt and mineral, they will dig in the ground to try to get the nutrients that they need. Salt and mineral, you can buy certain minerals for different things. Minerals will help to enhance the breeding of the cow and will help them to produce milk better. It's just all around better for the cow, and it also makes sure that they stay healthy. Salt, just like people, we need salt. Cows are the same way. So.
Okay, and they're back in here. They're back in here in the timber, and they also have up there. They have more pasture. During this time of day, we're out here in the late morning. During this time of day, why are they back here in the timber?
If we get to them earlier in the morning when it's cool, they'll be out in the pasture, but right now it's getting kind of hot outside, so they like to stay in the timber where it's cooler because of the shade. So right here are some of our cows, and you can see the calves here with them. They have tags in their ears. Most of them are over a week old. We have one calf in here that doesn't have a tag in its ear because I got to it too late and it was too big and strong. I couldn't catch him. I'll show you the tagging stuff if you'd like.
Okay, can you tell me why you tag the calves?
We tag the calves to make sure that we don't get a cow separated from its calf when we sort them or move pastures. Right here's what we use to tag the calf with, and I'll get a tag out here for you. So each one just has a different number on it, and they're kind of a rubbery-ish material, and you stick it in there like that, and then this back is pointy so it can go through the tag. Now there's a hole in the tag, and when you squeeze the calf's ear into that, it puts the back through, and the tag will stay in.
Does this hurt the calf when you tag it like this?
No, it doesn't hurt it at all. In fact, most of the time the calf doesn't even bawl. It doesn't even notice that it happens. Sometimes they'll bawl, but it's only because they're scared. But I only have them for a few seconds before I let them back to their mother. So.
We're going to each different pasture. We're checking the calves and the cows. It's calving season, so you got to make sure, check and see if any of the moms have had their cows yet. We're going to different pastures. Colton, can you tell me why not all the cows are just in one pasture? Why do you keep them in different pastures?
Well, if we put too many cows in one pasture, then they'll kill out the grass and they'll just trample up the pasture really bad. And then we'd also have to provide hay for them because there's not enough grass for them. In the wintertime, we'll do fewer bunches of cows and have more in a pasture because we're haying them and the grass doesn't grow anyways in the winter. So we have about 7 different herds of cows right now, but in the wintertime we'll have about 3 or 4.